What it takes to be a good Scrum Master in the safe setup or safe like a scaling setup. I met a couple of Scrum Masters who were good Scrum Master because they ticked off all the competencies and the stances of being a good Scrum Master. But they were not fit for working in the scaling framework. And they were quite often labeled as non-performer, and either they were replaced or they were asked to improve and given some time. That's very unfortunate, but the fact remains that it's just not about being a good Scrum Master. When you're working in frameworks like scaling framework, you need to have certain competencies and mindset in place because every framework comes with its own structure, its own set of rules, responsibilities, accountabilities, right? Measurements, practices. One should be acquainted with that, right? And it's a framework thing, not related to uh, how good a Scrum Master you are with reference to Scrum Guide. So if you want to be a successful Scrum Master in the safe setup, there are a couple of things that I can talk about, right, to put you in the right direction. Number one is that Scrum Master should be able to understand the concepts like value stream, agile stream. Not only that, he should be able to know where he's positioned in that value chain, right? Which art. Sometimes the arts are called as a team of teams as well. Where you are exactly positioned in the whole value chain, because sometimes your art is in the middle of the upstream and the downstream art, right? Upstream sends the data you have to process in real time and send it to the downstream, which is waiting for you. You are at a very critical situation, right? So understanding your immediate teams, immediate art, so that you can understand the level of coordination, collaboration, the dependencies that you form on each other. That ability you got to be having with you. Number two is PI planning and PI execution, right? Your ability to conduct and contribute to the effective PI planning, your ability to have an effective execution of the PI plan, meeting the goals that have been set in the PI, right? That make you stand out, and it's a very core aspect of the SAFe framework, and very important one, in fact. Number three is that your mindset has to be that I'm just not thinking about one or two teams that I'm serving, but my mindset as a Scrum Master is thinking the whole, thinking the larger value chain, right? Whether it is Agile restraint or the Agile restraint in the whole value stream. What are the kind of measurements which are being taken up at those level, and how my team is going to contribute to those measurements to make it more effective, deliver fast, and drive the continuous improvement, right? So your focus shifts from not only measuring your outcome, right, or driving your own continuous improvement, but understanding the larger set of matrices and the larger set of initiatives and drives where you can contribute and you can make your team contribute to that actually. Okay. And there are, of course, then there are many associated tools and techniques that you need to be aware of. When you have these three things in mind, right, you are set in the right direction. Rest is experience and coaching and mentoring over the period of time. Now, coming to the Safe Scrum Master certification, is it really needed for you when you want to go for Safe Scrum Master? I would say it's a good idea if you can afford to have this certification, if you can invest the time. It definitely gives you some good ground and builds some mindset. But is it the guarantee for the success? I don't think so. Many of the certified Scrum Master I met couldn't even speak out what did they learn. They just ticked off that training, right? And again, it depends who was your trainer actually. Okay, so people don't entirely rely on the safe Scrum Master, but then if you're genuinely attending this training to build some knowledge and learn some technique, it's a good start, but it doesn't guarantee. So what is guarantee actually? Guarantee is that you have certainly have a coach or mentor around. You have the mindset of experimenting. You show the courage to go and challenge and learn. Then in that case, you're fit, right? It's Safe Scrum Master essentially is thinking much broader aspect of the scaling environment where you're working rather than having a narrow mindset to what you're just doing. That's where a lot depend. Okay, rest of the things are around it. So that's what I wanted to convey in this session. Are you a safe Scrum Master struggling with certain challenges, issues? Are you a Scrum Master moving towards the journey of a safe Scrum Master? Want to talk to me? I want to discuss your challenges. Book a session with me. All the very best to you.